nutrition, the desire to eat. The natural law here is simple. Eat what is wholesome and in moderation. If you follow this law, you maintain your health. If you break it by eating junk or eating too much, the natural consequence is sickness. Nature doesn't punish you, it simply responds to your actions. The consequence is built right into the act itself. Let's apply this to something more complex, like our social faculties. Humans are social creatures. We have an innate need for connection, for friendship, for community. Spurzheim would say this is our faculty of adhesiveness or attachment. The natural law here is to cultivate and maintain healthy, supportive relationships based on mutual respect and kindness. When we follow this law, we experience the joy of companionship and the strength of a support system. But what happens if we ignore it? If we are selfish, deceitful, or neglect our relationships? The natural consequence is loneliness, isolation, and mistrust. Again, it's not a punishment from on high. It's the direct result of acting against our own nature. This principle extends to all our higher faculties. We have a sense of justice, what he called conscientiousness. The natural law is to act with fairness and integrity. The reward? A clear conscience and the trust of others. The consequence of acting unjustly? Guilt, shame, and a damaged reputation. We have the capacity for reason and reflection. The law is to use it to observe the world, to think critically, and to seek knowledge. The reward is wisdom and the ability to make better decisions. The consequence of neglecting it? Ignorance, superstition, and being easily misled. What is so powerful about this framework is that it puts you in the driver's seat of your own life. According to Spurzheim, happiness isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you create by actively harmonizing your actions with your innate design. He believed that true morality is unbout blindly following a set of ancient rules handed down from authority. It's about discovering through reason and observation the laws that are written into our very being. He uses the format of a catechism, a series of questions and answers, to make these ideas easy to grasp. For instance, a question might be, what is the law of our intellectual faculties? The answer would be to cultivate them, to direct them towards their proper objects, and to seek truth. Or, what is the consequence of neglecting our intellect? The answer, ignorance, error, and an inability to guide ourselves in others. It's a very logical, cause and effect approach to personal development. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but life is complicated. What if our desires conflict? And Spurzheim has an answer for that. We recognize that our faculties aren't all equal. We have animal propensities like hunger or self-preservation, but we also have many human sentiments and intellectual faculties, our reason, our sense of justice, our compassion. He argues that the natural law of man dictates that our higher faculties should guide and regulate our lower ones. Think of it like being the captain of a ship. The winds and currents are your lower propensities, the desire for immediate pleasure, the instinct to fight or flee. They are powerful and necessary forces. But the captain, your reason, and your moral sentiments, holds the map and the rudder. The captain's job is not to eliminate the wind, but to harness it, to steer the ship towards its destination. When our desire for a momentary pleasure clashes with our long-term well-being, our reason is supposed to step in and make the wise choice. When our selfish impulse conflicts with our sense of fairness, our conscience is meant to guide us toward the just action. According to Spurzheim, a happy and virtuous life is a life of balance, where all our faculties are active, but they are orchestrated and led by our highest, noblest powers. A person who only lives to satisfy their basic urges is, in his view, not living a fully human life. True fulfillment comes from the active use of our intellect, our creativity,